It is barely May, and with May flowers comes brand new June 1st LEGO Star Wars sets. Is that how the saying goes? Maybe not. But some of these new sets, out of the four, there are a couple that are on the controversial side, but I'm going to discuss regardless. And a lot of you, Rex is your favorite character. What better way than to get him super cheap in a Y-Wing microfighter set 75391. Now this is the most controversial set of this wave, but I'm thinking that this wave is shaking out to be pretty good. I've got my personal thoughts and feelings on Rex. I like him. I want him affordable to everyone, but he is the super detailed UCS exclusive, and I just wish that LEGO wouldn't put exclusive if the character is not going to stay exclusive. At least maybe you aren't staying exclusive? Who knows? Anyway, you get Rex, you get his antenna, you get his pauldron, all of that, the heavily detailed arms. He looks great. He's exactly as you saw for the UCS Venator. If you got that, this is probably not worth picking up for $13 if you have a Venator in hand. Unless you want a cheap way to get Rex and just hold your Venator. Like, there's no way to differentiate. It's going to be the same modeled character. So Rex from the Venator is going to drop in value for those that resell. I know people are like, oh, this is great fight against scalpers and whatnot. I don't think that scalpers were the problem here. The market determined that Rex was valued at $160 from the Venator, and now he's going to be worth $10. That's just a huge monetary drop for a lot of people, which is why we had fake leaks so people could get rid of their Rexes and sell them off. I have my two Rexes because LEGO did include sent me an extra Rex and Yularen, so I got some extras that I'm holding on to, and I don't know if I'm ever selling them, or maybe I will. I just haven't done anything with them. But I'm definitely very torn because I'm not a full-time. It's not my job. I haven't made it my job to sell off some Lego, but occasionally I sell some off to get some extra money for more Lego. And I was definitely hoping that Rex would hold his value so that I could put some, sell them off and get a good portion for my next UCS set or something like that. Whether it's a Lord of the Rings or the Jabba Sail Barge or whatever, that would have been really cool. And unfortunately, my Rex just dropped in value, so I can still sell them for $10. I just have to sell more off to save up that money, or work harder, or work more hours, work a lot of overtime, which isn't allowed. So I could see even the 2014 Rex losing some value because of this. So I think it affects every Rex that is on the market, unfortunately. Now, my feeling on the Microfighter Y-Wing, I think it's a great choice. I like it. It is cool. I would have preferred a play scale though, with a few more characters, like throwing in a Jessie, you got LEGO's currently making the 332nd. Throw them in a Y-Wing play scale set. That is great. Throw in Ahsoka from season 7. Like, throw in like 4 or 5 minifigures. Sell it for $80. It's a nice big Y-Wing, similar in scale size to the Rogue One Y-Wing, and we call it a day. I think that's a great set. Fortunately, it is going to be a microfighter, which is it's still $13, $15. 13 makes it really accessible for a lot of people. You can get a little mini microfighter Y-Wing in blue that has Captain Rex. Like, it's a great day. Next up, we have the Advent Calendar. I think this is really cool, and I know some people have their issues with Advent Calendars. Generally, most Star Wars ones are not 100% received very well. I think, personally, for me, I like Advent Calendar. I think that they're fun. This one has a lot of cool builds. You got Yoda's Starfighter micro build. You got the Ghost in there. You got an X-Wing and TIE Fighter, which I'm super excited for those. I like mini TIE Fighters. They scale really nicely and you can make a little display. A few TIE Fighters chasing Millennium Falcon or X-Wing, or, well, they're not really the right scale for an X-Wing, but they are scaled appropriately for a distance, or having them fly out of a Star Destroyer. Like, stuff like that is really cool. We also get a mini kit from the Lego video games from back in the day, which is really cool. Next thing, you just need to throw in a red brick. I wouldn't really like that. No, Lego, please don't throw in a red brick for an Advent Calendar. But I think that this is really, really good Advent Calendar. It does come with some cool characters. You get the new Praetorian Guard that's coming out. You get the Super Battle Droid from earlier this year, Ahsoka. You get Christmas Spirit, Luke and Leia. Like, just a really, really cool Advent Calendar. Will the builds, they'll probably end up in a bit of parts, and all taken apart for most of them. A few that I like will probably stay up. Next, we're going to go into 75386, which is Paz Vizsla versus Moff Gideon Battle. This is a hard pass. I'll pause for effect. I do think this set should be cheaper. $40 for me, this is a hard ask. There's just 289 pieces. I mean, the battle pack from earlier this year was $30 and was around that amount of pieces, 287 pieces. There's just no, like, I get bigger pieces, but like that one had so many more minifigures. Builds were really cool. Like, don't get me wrong, the bunker build is cool. I think it just needed to be more, and not more as in add in the battle pack that is our next set that we're going to talk about. But first, gotta dive into this one. That bunker build does look really cool. You got the sliding door, so you can trap Paz and fight off the Praetorian Guards, and Moff Gideon. I think really cool. You know, this definitely could have used like to be $30. Maybe add an extra minifigure, make it 35, throw in enough pieces, like 11 pieces, to make it up to about 300 pieces, maybe slightly more than 300 would be, and I feel like that you kind of get your value there. It's just, I mean, $40, I get, you got Moff Gideon, who has an amazing molded helmet. It's a brand new mold, and a lot of R&D went into that. So I understand why they're trying to sell it for $40. I just think that it's not going to sell until it drops to $35, $30. Now, Paz Vizsla looks amazing. But he is the same figure that we got in 2021 in the Mandalorian Forge. The Praetorian Guards, their helmets are amazing. Their torso, legs, printed amazing. I just think that they're lacking. There's like just something lacking here. I think that they could have used some shoulder armor, some cloth, or skirt pieces would have been better choices versus regular legs. But overall, I still like them. And the last figure is Moff Gideon. I really like him. He has that brand new molded horned helmet that looks amazing. His face print, just his pupils, Lego's having a pupil problem. Whoever designs these pupils on minifigures, forgetting pupils or something, because Moff Gideon has like a little bit of red Sith eyes there. It just looks like from the renders. It's really hard to tell till we get an actual product in hand. But with that said, I just I don't like his eyes, so he'll definitely stay with his helmet on for me. Again, his helmet is super cool, and he's got his armor that looks really cool, well printed, well designed. You got little bits of red with black there. Legs are super detailed. I really like that, and it's as close of a figure to looking as Moff Gideon as you'll ever get. He is in need of a cape, and I really forgot to mention that he should have had one, and I really think that was a missing piece here. Then we have 75373, the Mandalorian Battle Pack, where you get 2 Super Commandos and 2 Owl Knight Mandos. I think they're really cool. They do look very similar to the Fleet Commander, but the helmet is different. It doesn't have the arrow on the male version, and we didn't get a female version of the Commander. We originally thought it was going to be the Fleet Commander and Koshka Reeves. I can see where they thought that in these descriptions, but we do get like a male and a female, and the female has the more owl-like eyes, similar to Bo-Katan and the armor. Although I don't know that Lego printed that style of eyes on the armor, but they look really good here. The build is nothing to write home about. I think there's some cool things in there. You get to store some weapons behind. You have a little box to store some explosives or whatever. Then you have this clear piece that can switch from side to side, so you can have your Mandalorian or Super Commando flying. And then you have a stud shooter cannon similar to the 332nd Battle Pack. Nothing super great, but nothing super bad either. It's just kind of mediocre. But that's not why you're going to buy this battle pack. You're going to buy this just so you can have a full-on fight, or maybe have all these Mandalorians trapped behind that door. Well, you combine it with the previous set of Paz Vizsla versus Moff Gideon. The 2 Owl Knight figures look pretty good. Their torsos are exactly the same. They got the wear and tear on the armor, the continuous print from torso to legs, and their head and helmet are both different. You got the female version with the little owl eyes, and then a regular T visor on the male, without any special markings really there. No like little arrows or anything like the Fleet Commander. So that's why I'm telling you it's not the Commander. I don't know what their head prints are going to look like. We haven't seen those yet, and we won't know those until we get them in hand. They do come with an accessory pack, so you get all kinds of visors and antennas for them in gray, which is really cool. I'm glad that they're including that. They don't always include accessory packs when they need to, similar to the 75372. And the Super Commandos are nice white figures with gray arms. The arms could use some arm print, but I like the continuous torso to leg print here. The belt piece is the print cuts in half, so you get half torso, half on the legs. You get toe printing and all of that, like just super detailed printing I really like. Arms are plain dark bluish gray, which are fine. It works. Could have used some little bit of gauntlet printing or little light markers on the upper arm, but again, this is a battle pack. You don't need it. It wasn't needed. It would have been just nice. And the helmet's brand new mold for those super commandos. I think they look really good. I think they could possibly be used for some, they're definitely giving me Imperial Commando vibes from Bad Batch Season 3, which they should. They just should. I think they're pretty cool. They look really great. The gray and the white looks really nice there. Really all around, I'm really excited about the wave. This has me, I don't want to say more stoked than the May wave, but there wasn't a lot of May sets that I'm like super yearning. Some that I might pick up someday, like the buildable droid to go is kind of cool, but I don't have the space for it or don't know where I'm going to display it, so picking it up just seems like a waste of money and resources right now, and I'm super excited to spend $60 to pick up one of each of these sets on June 1st. These two Mandalorian Season 3 sets. But which set is your favorite? Are you going for Captain Rex Mando sets? Let me know right down in the comments. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe for more just like this, and I've got another video you're going to want to check out right over here.